What if I told you that the best product for getting waves isn't a brush or a moisturizer, but rather a microwave? There is a way to use your microwave to quickly and easily add insane definition and shine to your waves. Don't believe me? Well, take it from wavers like 360GZ and 360Juice who have used microwave methods to get results like this. Okay, so this method is split up into two parts. The first part is when you're combing and adding moisture to your hair because this method is a moisturizing method. And the second part is where you'll be taking your do-rag and putting it in the microwave, as you'll see later on in this video. The minimum and most necessary supplies you'll need is to have some type of comb and some type of moisturizing product. It doesn't really matter what it is. The healthier products you use, the better the result and the better your hair health overall will be. However, to try this method out, just have some type of moisturizing product, like could be a pomade or a butter or a moisturizer. And also a pretty firm brush. If you're an intermediate waver and you know what you're doing, I recommend you have a hard, medium, and soft brush for this method. But however, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, make sure that you have some type of brush that's kind of firm. It doesn't even have to be a soft brush, like some type of medium brush. Just have a brush that's strong enough that's gonna be able to pull and lay down your hair. And the two products you'll need for the second part of this method are your bowl, a do-rag, and also your microwave. And also your microwave. Products I'll be using probably all three of these combs, but you really don't need this many combs. I just know exactly what I want to do with my hair. I'll primarily be using this comb, however. Because I put such a heavy emphasis on hair health, I'm going to use one of these pomades and butter. I'm just going to use both the pomade and the butter moisturizer for this. These are all from 216 Wavy. However, just make sure whatever you're using is natural. It doesn't have to be what I'm using. Then the brushes I'll be using this hard brush. This is like a super hard brush for the first part because I have a lot of hair. I'm wolfing for a long time, so it's important that I use the hardest brush I can take. No diddy. This is not a diddy party in here. Then I'll just be using the standard medium brush. I'll be using this for around 10 minutes. We'll be using the hard brush for around 15 minutes. That sounds even worse, bro. Oh, no diddy, like I said. But we'll be using this for around 10 minutes. I just use the hardest brush I can take for the longest amount of time because it's also the most important for making progress and laying down your hair oddly enough. Using a hard brush can help you lay down your hair. But after that, we just use this medium brush and we'll use this kind of like a soft brush for around 10 minutes, not too long. And then we'll start. My hard brush fell on my mirror, bro. Okay, never mind. And then I'll be using this soft brush just to polish up my hair. We'll be using this for around 10 minutes as well. And I'm gonna use an even softer brush and going with that for around 5 minutes and then use this lay down pad. I'll even throw in some little bit of crown work by using this tiny crown brush. I think this came in a random 216 Wavy pack. Now let's get into the method. Now the first part of this method is to get out your comb and comb out your hair. It doesn't matter for how long you comb your hair out, just get your hairs all the way and thoroughly combed out. Now you want to be very careful when you're going ahead and combing out your crown. As you can see, I'm not even going to go ahead and comb it out all the way. I am going to comb some of my hair back like this. But you want to be just very careful with your crown. Your crown is the most fragile part. And once you comb our hair back into place, we're going to spend a lot of time and attention on our crown because your crown is the foundation of your waves. If your crown is messed up, you're going to get bullied. Your waves are going to look bad. You're going to get a bunch of warts. So make sure your crown is the most important part. They say 60 strokes, all 8 angles. Your crown is 8 more angles, depending on your pattern. But it's for my beehive, it's 8 more angles on top of that. So it should be like 60 times 8 times parentheses. You're doing a lot of strokes. So just make sure that you're putting a lot of that attention into your crown. Now, if you're worried about losing your waves, even if you're a beginner, but if you're brushing your hair every single day for at least 2 weeks straight, you should not lose your waves. Your waves should be in there. Waves are laid down curls. And if you've been putting in enough brush work, which is really even not that much for this, you'll be able to comb your hair back and comb it into place. And if your hair somehow gets messed up or you're over curling and can't lay down, you can just reset the whole process by doing a wash and style correctly. So after you comb out your hair, kind of like this, you want to go ahead and take your moisturizers. I'll be using these two. I'm not going to put too much, kind of like a dime size. I have a lot of hair though, so I can put a little bit more, but I am using 2 different moisturizers. If you don't comb your hair back, you're gonna have to go back in with the comb and make sure that the moisturizer is all throughout your scalp. But if you did comb your hair back, you can just go like this and just like mess it up. It doesn't really matter. Now I did just get sent this new, I guess they redesigned their pomade. It looks pretty cool. I'm probably just gonna give this one away since I haven't even finished my last one. But now I'm gonna take some pomade and apply it throughout my pattern. You see I'm barely even like halfway through. But this pomade is super like the most natural pomade I've ever used. I don't even know if you can call it pomade. Rub that in. And you wanna make sure you have some on your crown too. But if you're scrambling, I guess that's not much of a problem. But for me, I'm not gonna make sure I put it on my crown. After you've scrambled the product in your hair, or if you've just applied it to your hair, now you wanna take either the normal comb you're already using or a comb that's a little bit thinner so you can thoroughly get it all throughout your hair. And if you scrambled, so you can comb your hair back into place. You wanna make sure you're carefully applying it throughout your pattern. Don't want to mess up your waves here, especially I just washed my waves last night. I still want to have really good results and the shine and stuff like that. So after you wash and style, usually do get a lot of really nice shine and stuff like that, but your hair is really dry, so you have to go ahead and moisturize it and ruin it anyways. So today, that's why I'm doing this method, where I'll be able to add back the shine, plus get the same results of the wash and style. So I'm going to be very careful not to mess up my waves too much. So it's basically like I did the Hatman method, but this time my hair is fully and properly moisturized. Now after you finally applied all the moisturizer and you've combed your hair back and everything is now in place, you want to take the hardest brush you can take and turn it, and I can't say that joke. You want to take the hardest brush you can take and brush for around 10 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to time how long I brush. The key is to brush until your hair kind of starts to lay down. So even if you have a hard brush, you brush until your hair starts to lay down. Or you can just do 60 strokes, all 8 angles. Let's go. And remember, to make progress, you want to start off with your weak side. So I caught my side just brushing my left side first. It literally has no flaws. So let me go on to my right side, to my weak side, because the side you start off with is the side you're going to end up making the most progress on. Now when your hair starts to lay down is when you want to go with your medium brush. We'll be using our medium brush for the shortest amount of time here. So really what we're trying to do here is that we're trying to get our hair to lay down more and more as we go. Okay, now that my hair is starting to lay down, now we're gonna go in, I'm gonna go with the harder soft brush. Now I can start to pay attention from here, because now I'm gonna use this harder soft brush so my hair is really fully in place. Then we're gonna go ahead and microwave our do-rag for around 2 minutes, and then we're gonna continue brushing with our softer brush from there in our lay down pad, which is finished microwaving and it's starting to cool off. Now is the time we're gonna go ahead and put our do-rag in the microwave and heat that up. Okay, so now what you wanna do, you wanna take your do-rag, take it, then you wanna fill it up with water. I'm just gonna make sure it's like absolutely submerged in water. So this should be enough. Then we have Sally here, for a review channel coming soon. We're gonna take this, put this in the microwave for around 2 minutes. Depending on how hot your microwave is, you'll probably even be able to do less. I just do 2 minutes and I kind of monitor it. Honestly, they say that you want to go ahead and brush your hair now. Wait, my thing isn't even aligned. Wait, let me just put this in the center. Just be absolutely careful. Rip do-rag. But they say that you want to go ahead and brush your hair now. Unless your microwave is in your bathroom, I do think that you should monitor and make sure it's safe, because you're going to have to give it some time to, you know, not get as hot to cool off anyways afterwards. So it's like, just make sure that your house doesn't catch on fire. This is the little safety disclaimer. Like, it's probably not, because you know there's water, but still, just monitor your do-rag. You can go ahead and brush, but just make sure you're being careful. All right, now that's out, it's pretty hot. I'm gonna go ahead and let it rest for around 5 minutes, and this is where we're gonna go in and brush. Okay, so now that you've taken your do-rag into the bathroom, so to make it cool off a little bit more, it's gonna be hot, so be careful. But we just go ahead and just drain all the water, but we don't want to squeeze the do-rag out yet, because if you squeeze it out, it's gonna start to cool down instantly. Just drain all the water out. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and finish brushing with our soft brushes. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my even softer soft brush, and this is where we held the oil into the end to do the secret method. So if you have a softer brush, brush with that for around 2 minutes. And if you have oil, take the oil out. If you have a lay down pad, now it's time to take that out. If you don't have a lay down pad, go ahead and get yourself a plastic Ziploc bag. And we're gonna pour the oil all over your plastic bag and your lay down pad. Well, actually, before you take that and brush this in, you wanna take your do-rag and squeeze it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't wanna squeeze it out on camera because I have to like move my setup and stuff like that. And take your lay down pad and go ahead and lay everything down. Once you've done that, take your do-rag. Okay, make sure it's still kind of hot. You gotta be quick with this. That's why 2 minutes is definitely enough time. And now you have to be very careful when you put this in here. Very careful. If you make any mistake you make here can literally just mess up your waves, and then you just have to wash and reset everything. Yeah, you definitely have to heat it up for 2 minutes because they're already starting to cool off. So now your thing's gonna be completely damp and your hair is gonna be completely wet. Just make sure everything's in place. The wetness is gonna be able to completely lay down and compress your waves, so the results are gonna be just like after a wash and style. Now, if you wanna have even more compression and better results, you can go ahead and put on a wave cap if you have one. I just had mine, so I just lost it. So let me go ahead and find that. Now, I'm thinking that using a mesh one will be kind of better since, you know, my hair is wet and all. So make my hair dry a little bit faster while providing the same type of compression, I assume. And also, I see when you wet normal wave caps, it kind of like messes them up a little bit. Kind of like gets rid of the elasticity and like everything. So it's like, I'll just use this mesh one by 216 Wavy and it should be good. So now, just like a washing style, you want to air dry your hair and just let it dry naturally. Just go on with your day, maybe go to sleep, take a nap. And you want to wait around 3 to 4 hours for your hair to be completely dried, and then I can show you the results. I get it, you can be a bit eager and you want to see the results, but trust me, the drier your hair is, the better the results would be. So now my hair is totally dried up. As you can see, I haven't taken off the do-rag yet. It's time to see the results. Now, if you've done the method correctly, you should see a lot more shine and definition to your waves, and now your hair is 100% completely moisturized throughout your entire pattern. But the thing is, this method is absolutely useless because if your hair is unhealthy, you'll never get the results that you want. So watch this video next to learn which products you should and shouldn't be using to maximize your results. Thanks for watching. God bless. Hi.